Hello everybody, welcome to Hoshisaki's Technical Training. My name's Lee McElfresh. Joining us today is Mr. Cameron Pruitt from our Griffin facility, and he is going to show us how to take a right-hand hinge door, put it on the left-hand side on a UR27B.
And this reversal will work on all undercounters, pizza preps, sandwich preps, and worktops.
Thanks for that, Cameron. Why don't you start taking us through the steps to get this door put on the other side?
Sure. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open this door up, and we're gonna take these two screws out up top, connected to the worktop. And you can use a power tool, hand tools, anything you have. And when you're by yourself, you want to have the door down here. You want to have a firm grip on it. And this door will slide right off. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is take this bracket off, take this screw out to take this bracket off. And just be careful with it because this thing is spring loaded, so it could pop around on you. So hold a firm grip on the bracket and remove the screw. So the next thing you will do to make it easy for this bracket to come out, drive this screw that you just removed from the bracket all the way back home on the hinge. All right, after you do that, you want to remove these two screws and these two screws. So you would just take these out. Remember, place them to the side because you will reuse them to put them in the door. And once you're done removing these screws, the next thing you will do is take this cap and this hinge out. You will need a hammer, flathead screwdriver, or scraper, either one, whatever your preference is. And you will simply take this cap and this hinge. You will put the scraper behind the screw that you drove all the way home. Get it coming out. Once the hinge comes out a little bit, you can put the scraper behind the hinge and drive it the rest of the way. Once it's loose, you should be able to pull it right out. Once we have taken these out, we're simply just gonna place the black cap from this side, place it on this side. Should just go right in. You can put the screws that you took from the black cap, you will need to place them on the other side as well. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is remove the insulation from this corner so we can place the hinge back in. And you wanna be careful with it because you wanna go the depth of the hinge with the preferred bit that you are using, okay? And you might wanna mark it or whatever. In this case scenario, I have tape, so I would just measure my bit to the hinge and then place my tape right where it needs to go so I will know how far or how deep I need to go into the insulation. So once your 1-inch bit is inside the door here, you wanna apply pressure because this foam, this insulation is a little tough. Once you apply pressure, start drilling away at the insulation. And once the foam is drilled, you'll want to place the hinge inside to make sure the depth is correct. It should slide right in for you. All right, then you'll put your drill bit back on your drill. Get the two screws that you took out of the hinge from the other side, and you'll simply place them here. right, once you have put this hinge in with the 2 screws, you need to flip the door around to the bottom. You will need to swap the white cap and the black cap. So you will grab your screwdriver again and your hammer. Simply place it here. Drive that out. Make sure you place this to the side because you will need to put that on that side. Come over here. Once it gets loose, take that. You can place the black one on this side. Place the white cap on this side. And the door is successfully flipped from a right-hand hinge to a left-hand hinge. All right, and now, once we have completely swapped those on the bottom, we want to make sure we put the washer and the bracket back on this hinge. You'll need to remove the screw. Place the washer on first. Put the bracket with the 2 holes to the back on this side. Screw. And remember, this is spring loaded, so make sure you have a firm grip on the bracket once you screw the screw down. Once we have finished with the door, the next thing we're going to do is take these 2 screws out, place them on this side, as well as this black cap. You will take this out, place it on this side. Again, you'll need your hammer and either flathead screwdriver or scraper, whatever your preference. And you'll need to place it on the opposite side. All right, so now we're gonna need to move this hinge to this side of the unit. You will need your ratchet with a 3/8 bit on it. Find your bolts under here. And there's 2 bolts. All right, once we have taken that off, we'll move over to this side. We're gonna wanna place this bracket on this side of the unit. To start off, we're gonna have to apply a little bit of pressure on these bolts to go in these threads on the bottom down here. All right. All right, finally, we will need to place the screw back into the worktop on the far left side. Leave it hanging out a little bit. So we're going to place the door on the lower bracket. Bring the door around. And there you go. All right. Grab your other screw. Bring the door around, and you might find better luck getting it finger tight. Once it's in there, we'll go ahead and drive this screw home. around. Drive the opposite screw all the way in. That is the reversal on the door.
Thanks for your help, Cameron. You sure made that look easy.
No problem.
For any other technical needs, feel free to contact us at Hoshizaki Technical Support.